I know you bugged it, Pelosi raged at WH staff during 2019 Trump meeting. Former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham is writing a tell-all book that appears to be packed with smears against President Donald Trump, members of his administration, and other Republicans. But one passage from the book goes after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and how she allegedly raged at White House staff following a meeting with Trump. In her new book, I'll Take Your Questions Now, Grisham described an explosive October 2019 meeting among Trump, Pelosi, and then Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer at the White House. Grisham claims after Democrats stormed out of the 2019 meeting, Pelosi ragged at White House staff and accused them of bugging her phone. Pelosi's office, in response, has denied the allegations from Grisham. The Hill reported. The gathering at the White House, originally intended to focus on the response to Turkey as it carried out an offensive in northern Syria, quickly blew up as the presidents clashed with Pelosi and Schumer. Things got tense quickly, Grisham said of the face-to-face, which she said she was in the room for. At one point, Pelosi stood up and pointed at the president. All roads with you lead to Russia, she snapped. You gave Russia Ukraine and Syria. Grisham wrote that the 45th president looked annoyed before he shot back at Pelosi, you're just a third-rate politician. With it, the Democratic leadership got up and walked out, Grisham wrote, but not before first having to retrieve the phones that they had to give up at the start of the meeting, which is described as standard security protocol. That was when Pelosi seemed to blow up, wrote Grisham. Grisham wrote that the White House receptionist was caught off guard by the early departures and stumbled around looking for the correct phones. Pelosi went ballistic in my opinion, Grisham wrote in her book. We can't even trust you people with our phones, Pelosi yelled, according to Grisham. I never should have given you guys my phone. I know you bugged it. Pelosi then started calling the young woman incompetent and raged that there was not an umbrella available to her so she could go out to the microphones in the rain and berate the president in front of the cameras, wrote Grisham. Pelosi later said Trump had a very serious meltdown at the meeting, while Trump slammed her as unhinged. Pelosi's spokesman Drew Hamill released a statement denying the claims from Grisham. Completely made up, Hamill said, dubbing the claims desperate trash. For his part, Trump has slammed Grisham for writing the salacious book attacking him and members of the Trump administration. Trump said Grisham had big problems and was getting paid by a radical left-leaning publisher to say bad and untrue things.